Welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the Jomo Speaks Black Survival podcast. Glad you're here. Let's get into it. Tonight we're going to discuss the talented Kevin Samuels. I started watching Kevin Samuels' podcast about maybe 3 years ago. Kevin Samuels would give great advice to the men as far as bettering themselves. Kevin Samuels talked to a lot of incels. These guys were 35, 40 years old. They were virgins. Kevin was harsh in his critique as far as letting these men know what they needed to do to get a woman to live their life like normal men. And while Kevin critiqued the men, Kevin got no real pushback from outside forces, like from women and critics. So pretty much Kevin also gave advice to men if they wanted to rise up in the ranks in corporate America, they would need to, if they were wearing dreads, they would need to cut their dreads and just have a short, high and tight conservative look, because that's what corporate America is all about. And a lot of these men that wanted to sport dreadlocks and any other ethnic styles gave much pushback to Kevin. Another thing that Kevin discussed on his platform was the concept of high value, making at least six figures and having a network of men that you converse with, and a network of men that respected you, and you provided resources to your group of men. Kevin got a lot of pushback from the men about what high value really is. Again, Kevin never created the concept. High value has been around for decades, generations. Kevin received a lot of pushback in that area. Kevin shortly after pivoted to critiquing the women. If women wanted a high value man, women would call into the show and ask for advice how they can get a high value man. They would go on camera, and again, Kevin was honest. A lot of people these days, for some reason, they can't take honesty. These women were, most of them were entitled and delusional as far as what they thought they could get as far as getting a man, or where they thought their SMV was. SMV was their sexual marketplace value. Kevin would also say, how would you rank yourself on a scale from 0 to 10? Straight out of the shower, no makeup on, naked. What would you give yourself? Most women would say 7. Kevin said, no, we're not using 7. 7 is too common. Most women rank themselves an 8 or 9, while they were actually maybe 3s or 4s. So we thought that was, as a man, we thought that was interesting. But Kevin received a lot of criticism from women, saying that he was misogynistic, that he hated women, he hated his mother, just weird stuff like that. And Kevin did come up with a video of Average at Best. That is what put Mr. Samuels on the map. That is what catapulted Kevin Samuels' show. When it was all said and done, Kevin had over 1 million subscribers. He was the hottest thing on YouTube, and there was an exciting time. His show transformed. Kevin sought professional advice as far as making a set look better. Therefore, when you tuned into a show on YouTube on Friday night at 10, he had a lot of lights going. He had the cool music, and he had his microphone and sound check and all that. And Kevin was really about to hit mainstream, but then something happened. And tonight we're going to discuss the life of Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was an influential yet polarizing figure whose commentary on gender relations and modern relationships gained significant traction on social media platforms, particularly YouTube. His life from early years through his rise as a public figure was marked by various challenges and notable achievements. Kevin Samuels was born on March 13, 1965 in Atlanta, Georgia. Details about his family background, parents, and early childhood are relatively private, as Samuels did not extensively publicize this information during his life. However, it is known that he was raised by a single mother, which later influenced many of his perspectives on family dynamics and personal responsibility. For his education, Samuels attended Millwood High School and then pursued higher education at the University of Oklahoma, where he studied chemical engineering. Although he did not follow a career in engineering, his educational background provided a foundation that helped him navigate and articulate in his later roles in corporate America. Samuel's professional life began in the corporate sector, where he worked in media and advertising. He held various roles that involved marketing and business development, which honed his skills in understanding market dynamics and consumer behavior. His experiences in corporate America were not without challenges. He often spoke about the difficulties of maintaining integrity and personal vision while meeting corporate demands and expectations. Despite a successful career in business, Samuel found his true calling in content creation. He transitioned from corporate marketing to becoming a YouTube content creator and lifestyle coach. This change was driven by his desire to directly impact people's lives through direct communication and advice. His YouTube channel, which focused initially on men's fashion and grooming, gradually shifted toward relationship advice and commentary on gender roles. Samuel's content often sparked controversy, especially his discussions about high-value men and what he considered the realistic expectations women should have when seeking a partner. His direct approach and sometimes blunt critiques drew both acclaim and criticism. He maintained a hectic schedule, consistently producing content and engaging his audience through live streams and social media interactions. One of the major challenges Samuels faced was a significant backlash from various audiences, particularly women who felt that his viewpoints were overly critical or demoralizing. Despite harsh criticism, he managed to cultivate a large following who found his advice pragmatic and enlightening. His influence was marked by his ability to stimulate debate and discussion, pushing his audience to reevaluate commonly held beliefs about relationships and personal success. Kevin Samuels' life was cut short unexpectedly at the age of 56. He died on May 5th, 2022, from hypertension-related cardiac issues, as confirmed later by the medical examiner. His sudden death occurred at a time when his popularity was surging, and he was transitioning from being a niche content creator to a mainstream social media icon. His passing was widely mourned by fans who appreciated his contributions to social discourse, while his detractors reflected on his impact from a critical perspective. Kevin had fans overseas all over the world. Kevin Samuels' legacy is complex and multifaceted. To his supporters, he was a visionary who dared to challenge social norms and offered a no-nonsense approach to personal development and relationship dynamics. To his critics, he represented a problematic figure whose views could be seen as divisive. Nevertheless, his influence on social media and as a cultural commentator is undeniable, sparking conversations that continue beyond his life. Kevin Samuels' story is a testament to the power of media in shaping modern relationships and the potential of individual influences to affect public discourse profoundly. Despite the controversies and challenges, his life reflects a journey of personal transformation and the impact one person can have on the broader cultural landscape. Rest in power, Mr. Kevin Samuels. If Jomo were alive and if Jomo were an influencer, Jomo would have been Kevin Samuels. Just smart, articulate, blunt, straight to the point. Again, I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in to this impactful show about our fashion icon, Mr. Kevin Samuels. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel or else. Peace, family.